Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Israel today as he pushes to secure a ceasefire deal with Hamas. He met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today. The Secretary of State is holding a series of high-stakes talks with the country's leadership as the U.S., Egyptian and Qatari mediators push to get a truce over the line. Earlier, Blinken met with Israeli President Isaac Herzog, where he discussed the importance of achieving a ceasefire.
This is a decisive moment, probably the best, maybe the last opportunity to get the hostages home, to get a ceasefire, and to put everyone on a better path to enduring peace and security.
Wyre Davies with our partners over at the BBC joins us now from Jerusalem. Thanks for being here. This has been billed as a possible last push on a ceasefire deal. Where do things stand?
Indeed, this is pretty much a last chance saloon. That's the argument from the Americans, perhaps for as much for domestic consumption as people here in the Middle East. It's been almost 11 months of war now, 40,000 people killed in Gaza, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. Those more than 100 Israeli hostages still held in captivity. If there's going to be a ceasefire, if those hostages are going to be released, say the Americans, there has to be some sort of peace deal. But that would require compromises both from the Israelis and Hamas. Hamas has accused Israel repeatedly of moving the goalposts, moving its demands. Israel says it hasn't. But there are hardliners, I think, on both sides, right-wingers in the Israeli government and a new Hamas leadership, which are still pretty intransigent. And the chances for peace, I think, here on the ground, the view from here on the ground as fighting continues, is that peace is still a distant dream. But Secretary Blinken continues. He's going to Egypt tomorrow, and there'll be those peace talks continuing in Cairo at the end of the week.
How is Secretary Blinken's presence being received there in Israel?
I think his efforts are being received very well by all sides. This is Secretary Blinken's 9th visit to the region. I don't think there's any doubting his commitment to finding peace talks, but he's finding intransigence on both sides. He met the Israeli Defense Minister, Yoav Gallant, this afternoon. Now, Mr. Gallant, unlike Mr. Netanyahu, say observers, is much more willing to accept that a total victory, military victory against Hamas is not possible. So there are people in the Israeli government who may be prepared to give Mr. Blinken's efforts more of a chance, but there are others, particularly to the right wing, who don't really want to forge a peace deal with Hamas yet, and they're the people that Mr. Blinken has to convince.
Israel conducted new strikes in Gaza over the weekend, and Hamas is claiming responsibility for a bombing in Tel Aviv last night. You said that peace is still at this juncture a distant dream. What impact is the violence having on peace talks?
That's a very good question, because this is the kind of escalation, the provocation, if you like, that Mr. Blinken has warned against. He would like to see a toning down of the violence. But over the weekend, there were airstrikes in Gaza, but also, perhaps more importantly, several Israeli military airstrikes in southern Lebanon against Hezbollah targets. Israel being quite open about its intent to strike against Hezbollah weapons depots and against Hezbollah leaders. And it's that potential for escalation that the Americans and Mr. Blinken are really keen to avoid. But it has been continuing. Several civilians, according to reports on the ground, killed in southern Lebanon and also by Israeli military airstrikes in Gaza.
Wyre Davies, thank you so much.